when you have a fight, you're never too far from fixing things. But one tactic the devil uses is that he condemns you. He makes you understand, he accuses you, he makes you understand that you are such a disappointment. You see, you have failed your brother, you have failed yourself as well. How come you reacted that way? How come you said those things? So in the middle of a fight, if you can really twist your mind towards positive thinking and give God a chance to creep into your situation, you'll be surprised what will happen at that moment. So just when this thing begins, words, you see, they pierces brutally, they cut deeply. You see, like, you really said that to me? You see, man, I can't handle that. So the heat immediately boils. And then you really want to cool things down, but no, you're not in a situation, you're quite not in an environment to really have it your way, you see, have it cool down, you see. No, composure is really bringing itself into this mess to assist you to handle the situation quite better. So you really try to say, let me be silenced, but no, you can't. It's just the words, they just come out forth by themselves. They kick out, and the fight just keeps on getting worse and worse. And you realize this is not how a Christian leads a conversation. This is not how, and the torment now is not that you are in the middle of this quarrel. No, the torment now is that you're realizing that I'm not supposed to be reacting this way. But even more, the more you are into that consciousness, is the more you are even blowing it. You're worsening the situation. So the devil accuses you even more. You say, just continue going on. So because now it's already evident that you're not a good person at all. How come you said those things? How come you did that? So man, you really want to get back to that position you once saw yourself as calm, you see, as a peacemaker, as a good friend, you see, not as someone who has so much fight in his life, you see. You're very distant from that. It is fading away more and more as the conversation continues, you see. When you try to cool it, it's like something is boiling in your heart. I mean, when you try to like be quiet, because the more you speak is the more the anger shows up, is the more you say things that you're going to regret yourself for saying. But even when you sit silent, you see, in your heart, the heart becomes heavy. It's like you're holding a very dangerous grudge on this someone. Like, man, you can kill a person and you don't want to be like this. You just want to be at peace one way or the other, and it cannot happen automatically the way you wish it could happen. And when you're confused, but you want this peace, but you cannot get it the way you want to get it, and it's a confusion, man. And the next thing that happens is that you really believe in that moment you have failed God. There is really nothing He is willing to talk with you right now. You are just an absolute disappointment. Yes, you just need to let this cool. When honestly, in that very mess, in that very pressure, you will be surprised to know that this is the very time He needs you the most. This very person you're fighting, He actually needs you in this very position, in this very moment. He needs your responses, your Christian kind of responses in this very response. And you're looking at yourself like, I'm not someone in a position to speak godly business right now. You see, all of those things I've preached my whole life, I cannot bring them out right now. You see, they cannot help either of us. Yet you'll be surprised that you yourself, the person you're fighting with, you need those very things you've always been clinged to, those things you've always cherished as good ways of sorting out, of resoluting a conflict, of being a good example in society, of walking after Jesus Christ, his footsteps. That's just the right moment to bring it up. But no, man, this is no time. You see, it just appears like it was all some fairy tale stories. You see, whatever giving this cheek or that, you see, all of those things, man, they were just good on paper. You see, not right here, right now. You see, right now, let me take the heat, man, as it is. Right now, I deserve this. You be like that. I deserve to be hated if my brother is going to hate me going on. You see, now I deserve to fight back because the situation is out of control. I didn't put it here. It just slipped out of my hand itself. It was not my doing. So now, man, let me degenerate the situation even more. Just let it be the way it is. Yet, no. I understand the way you're concluding it right now. But there's still an opening. In that very tension, there's still an opening. You will be surprised. What happens is there's an element of vulnerability. Yeah. You just have to give up the control right there. You just have to say, right now, it is what it is. Just take it as it is. So now you've blew it. Those are the moments where you need to admit what it actually is, not what it has always been. Because now you're sticking to the person you have always been. Those values, yes, they were good. But at this point, it's an undeniable fact that you are angry at this person. It's an undeniable fact that you have been a jerk. It's an undeniable fact that you are actually wrong. Yes, you. The person who always claims, you see, this is how life is meant to be led. You see, this is just the optimism that needs to be spilled on our lives. You see, we just need to keep living. Yes, you are the one who is wrong. And one thing beautiful about admitting that vulnerability is that it opens the kind of way I'm speaking about right now, the way that will rescue you. It's one of the honest moments where nothing else except honesty is going to save you. So you admit not only to God, this is how actually forgiveness, apologizing is born. You just admit what it is, the situation, right in front, like a child, man. Man, I'm sorry. You see, I don't know. You see, I was angry. I wasn't supposed to be angry. You see, because you'll find out that you'll be justifying yourself and you'll be spiraling down the drain, and you know that this is just not how I'm supposed to be handling the situation. And you forget that there's still a turnaround, a possibility to turn around the situation. And what happens after the vulnerability is yielded is just a thing of beauty, man. That awkwardness, something you've never experienced. That moment when all of you now are apologizing to each other. You see, that moment where you're now over-explaining things. You know that you've already appeased each other. You've already talked it out. But you can't stop explaining that. I mean, the reason why I was acting, I'm really sorry that I did this to you. You are my best buddy. But now we're here. Now we've done. I'm just sorry. You can't be sorry enough. That moment, man, it requires one of you to take the fall. One of you to be vulnerable. Open a way. That vulnerability, yes, it looks like a weakness to you, but it will overwhelm both of you, eventually defeat the enemy that has broke out within the two of you. You see, this is just life, man. I'm just like memorized as to how really things just can work out in this very manner. You see, that moment whereby you don't know now where to go about it. Okay, now we've spoken it out, man. You see, that moment whereby you're now even afraid of even hurting him, because now you realize that I actually loved him more than I was fighting him. That moment whereby you just like in fear of what the future can hold, because you really don't want this to happen again. That moment when you're like, my brother, you're even drawing many good things that you've always had in heart for him, or even done for him. Like, man, the reason I learned this, the reason I did this way, it was because of you. And he's bringing out his own packages too, and then you're just being vulnerable to each other, man. That's just a thing of beauty. That's just a thing of beauty. It's just a thing of beauty, man. I don't even know how to explain it. That moment, man, when even the next thing that's gonna happen, you're here borrowing each other things now. Everything is like you're exchanging your lives now. You're giving him your life, and he's giving you your life. You know what I mean? Anything he's asking at that moment, you're just giving it away. The very things you've held on, the very precious things, if you can ask them in that moment, man, you know that they are all gone. They are all gone. There is no holding on to anything right now, because you understand that actually life, relationship, living with someone is much more important than all the things you are fighting for. It's much more important. Man, I can give you the thing, whatever it is we're fighting for. I can give you the beef, man. I just don't want to fight with you, man. Even if it cost me. At this moment, I realized that this was a mistake. I was not supposed to go. I was not supposed to go down this road. I don't know how I ended up here, but now, forgive me, I am sorry. It's an ability that is within all of us. It's right there, but it requires to be called forward. It requires to be called forward. It's just to remember, you see, that no, I'm not this person. Yes, I'm now doing things that contradict my values, that contradict what I always tell myself, but it still requires you to stand with what you've always said and still say, even in this very moment, that no, I am not this person. Once you keep admitting that to yourself, the reactions will start following your affirmations. So, yeah, folks, I feel like I've discovered, man, something that can really prolong relationships. You see, you with this one, you can never, you can get away with it, man. You're never gonna be at fault, because what hurts us the most is that after understanding that this is wrong, we're not supposed to live this way, we're not supposed to react this way, in our minds we anticipate an element of perfection. You see, the standard is crispy laid clearly, and then we don't want to live below that standard. We don't want to disappoint, because, man, we have talked it into ourselves. We have made ourselves understood how important it is not to react that way, not to hurt a person, not to speak that way, not to behave that way. But life is not the way we assume it at first. We fool ourselves into thinking it was all about understanding that this is how, yes, we can just think I've graduated now, man, in the interaction, in the hospitality of living with someone. I've graduated, man, in the appeasement of a habit, in the appeasement of living with someone. No. Things are gonna come, man. They're gonna hit you, and they're gonna need something different, something more, something unique to get yourself out there. And being honest, I apologize. It's the strongest.